Good evening and welcome to LI Sports Network's coverage of AAU Empire Collegiate Hockey Conference action here tonight at Iceworks here in Syosset, New York. Brady Campbell joining you here tonight on the call as we get set for Farmingdale State College Division II hockey as they face Hofstra University. Here once again at Iceworks here in Syosset. Both these teams coming into this game with a little bit of a different start to their season. Farmingdale off to a great start, 6-2-2, 14 points. That's good enough for first in the conference. Last time out, they had their one of two ties against Rowan University back on October 26th. But overall, they have been on a roll, a win streak prior to that point. Some big wins against some tough conference opponents and elsewhere. And meanwhile for Hofstra, it's been a bit of the opposite. 1-8-1, just 3 points. That's sixth in the Division III Empire Collegiate Hockey Conference. And their last time out back on the 19th of October, a 5-1 loss to the Ramapo College of New Jersey, as they'll look to avenge that loss and many of their other losses this season and get it what could be a huge win for them against a good Farmingdale Rams squad. But these two teams met back on the 4th of October as well, so a little bit of history this season between these two squads. And it was a 7-3 victory for the Rams of Farmingdale. And they got it in a big way. They got a hat trick from James Jensen. He also had an assist. Luke LaFada had 2 goals. Brendan Dixon a goal and an assist. A few more players getting on the board as well. And the story for the Hofstra Pride in that one was James Von Aaron on the board with 2 goals, 2 of the 3 goals for the Pride, as they'll look to bounce back from what has been a tough start to the season. As warm-ups still got about 3 minutes left in them. And looking at the goaltending situation for both these teams, Luke Richardson has led the way for the Rams. 9 starts in 10 games, 286 saves, just 31 goals allowed throughout the season. That's a 3.44 goals against, a .892. Save percentage, 5-2-2 on the year. On the other side for Hofstra, it was Spiro Markoulis, starting 8 games so far, most of the games between the two goaltenders, 4.56 goals against, .911 save percentage. He's won 6-1 on the year. There's James John Pacone, JJ Pacone, who led them out for warm-ups. 2 starts, 3 games overall played, 4.32 goals against, .903 save percentage. We'll have to see who officially will get the start for the Pride for both these teams as well. As we're just about set to go. Final 2 minutes of warm-ups. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back for puck drop here between Hofstra and Farmingdale State College on LI Sports Network. And welcome back to LI Sports Network. Brady Campbell with you here tonight. Hofstra and Farmingdale as we're set to go. And we're underway. Farmingdale in the home whites, Rams across the front. Green stripes as well. And Hofstra in the road blues, trimmed in white and yellow. There's Jack Sarosi getting the start. He's tested right away and makes a strong save right off the drop on James Van Aaron. Meanwhile, down the other way, Spiro Markoulis defending the net to the left. And he has his first test, and it goes in. The shot from the point, Farmingdale immediately strikes first. Here's another look at it. They bring it in, it gets kicked out to the point. I couldn't tell if it was redirected. I believe the shot came from Michael D'Alessandro. And leading the handshake line, I believe, was Nick D'Alessandro. So we'll await the official ruling, but the D'Alessandros may have just connected to get Farmingdale on the board first. So 1-0, just under a minute into the hockey game. Exactly the start that the Rams wanted. Hofstra trying to push an on-man rush the other way. Poked away, and here comes Brendan Dixon. Rolled off his stick. Dixon a few games back scored a massive dagger against Fordham. A tight game the whole way. Fordham came back to tie it. As we have our first penalty, but now that Nick D'Alessandro buries this, and he does. And so it is a 2-0 lead for Farmingdale. Delayed penalty, see there, but he works in almost a little breakaway. And he kind of cuts towards the front, puts on the brakes, and stops short quick there and slides it short side past Markoulis. So 2-0 Rams right out of the gate. This one dumped in on Sarosi. He'll elect to cover. So back to my point, Brendan Dixon in that game against Fordham with about 27 seconds left scores the winner in an all-time classic here for AAU collegiate hockey, in which Farmingdale blew a 2-goal lead late in the second and was able to avoid going into overtime with the Fordham Rams. A tie last time out against Rowan University, and now here it's up 2-0. Just about 2 minutes into the hockey game against the Hofstra Pride. That's Luke Ferrazzi sending it around the net. Manzi poked off his stick. Merviak at the point, blocked away by Markoulis. Kept in by Manzi, and retreating on this one is Daniel McCardle. Sent it around. And the Pride will just get it out here. It's Castellano who couldn't advance it. Second attempt does. Here's Brendan Yerkes. LISN's very own Brendan Yerkes. Sent it ahead, but it'll go for an icing. And so the face-off coming back down in the Hofstra end. So a face-off won by Farmingdale, a little too cleanly all the way back out. Merviak will have to retreat. He sends it ahead. Here come the Rams right back in, trying to make it a quick 3-0 lead. Shot went wide. McCardle, he's pressure, and left it behind. That centering feed got blocked off behind the net. Puck kicked out to the point. D'Alessandro shot to flex into the glass. Back to Merviak. Chips it ahead. And the clearing attempt was stopped by Merviak, and he dumped it back into the corner. But now this one's sent ahead, and here come the Pride. Turned over, though, just outside the blue line. So resetting are the Rams. Picked off now just inside the neutral zone by Matthew Matarazzo. The Rams keeping the pressure up, though. Here's maybe another chance. Centering feed, and they score again. What a start for the Farmingdale Rams. Here they lead it 3-0 about 3.5 minutes into the game. Just a takeaway there just inside the blue line by Christopher DeAndrea, the centering pass. Tapped in. It's hard to kind of see with the jersey tuck there. I believe that was either Nick D'Alessandro again or possibly Noah Lavoie. So we'll get the official ruling on that in just a sec. The Pride trying to take it the other way. Could be a breakaway. Will be a breakaway. And a save made. What a stop by Jack Sarosi. Getting the start tonight. Giving some rest to Luke Richardson, who's played the majority of the games thus far this season. Comes back to the point. Kept in, sent towards the slot. Shot on goal, scooped up by Markoulis. He's got it. He'll hold on. Breakaway attempt by Jordan Cox. Tried to go 5-hole within. Sarosi shut the door just in time. So the first goal turns out to go to Michael D'Alessandro on his point shot. They're saying it wasn't redirected, but it was assisted by Nick D'Alessandro, who was the last Ram to touch it before it got knocked out to the point. So Michael from Nick, the second goal was Nick D'Alessandro unassisted, and the third one was indeed Nick D'Alessandro's second, so back-to-back for him from DeAndrea and Dixon. Cox trying to swing it towards the front. It was blocked off. Back to the point, kept in, not very far, and then fanning on the pass there was Merviak, and it's kept in. D'Alessandro tried to move it, taken away. Can the Pride get themselves on the board? At the point, shot blocked and cleared out of the zone by Colin Cross. This one sent ahead quickly by Chris Del Penino, It was quickly taken back by the Rams and dumped in. McCardle around the boards, Yerkes. He's pinned up there against the far half wall, and now it's taken away by the Rams. Dixon, his shot got muffled wide. Jensen behind, pinned by McCardle. Helped out there, centering feed, blocked. Dixon shot didn't appear to get through all the way as it got blocked by Matarazzo. Sent back in by Manzi. And the Pride will reset. It's Dylan Kinzer around for McCardle. To the point, kept in by Lawrence Lena. Dixon behind, poked by McCardle. He has some room to skate. Turns back. Sends it around the boards. And just chipped out of the zone there and all the way out by Camden Kelly. Lena. Backhand to the head. No one home for the Rams. And will go on goal. So no icing. Markoulis plays it. Chips it ahead towards Yerkes. Plays it along and out of the zone. And here's Yerkes down the left wing with speed. Centering pass gets through, a shot and a goal. Well executed, 2-on-1, gets the Pride on the board. It's Yerkes to Van Aaron. And it's a 3-1 game. The speed of Van Aaron there. He's able to break free and get himself towards the net. Mini breakaway it turns into as Yerkes makes the perfect pass. Representing LISM very well there. And Van Aaron finishes 5-hole. They get the Pride on the board. 3-1 game. 6.5 minutes into the first. Here's Luke Ferrazzi trying to answer. His pass towards the net was blocked. That pass Back to the point, goes all the way through, and back to Jack Sorosi. Sorosi, his first start, his first action he's seen this season. Number 35 in white, the southpaw. Farazi, one-on-one, down the wing, cuts back, looking for help. And now move D to D. Shot deflected towards the net. Save made by Markoulis. Back out to the point. And that heavy drive was stopped but kept in. And eventually it squirts out. As Matarazzo kicked it along. Rams pressuring right back in though. Farazi to the slot. Turn, shoots. And that one gobbled up and held by Markoulis. So a very fast-paced start, more so by the Rams as they jumped out to a 2-0 lead, really in the blink of an eye. In the first minute of the game, added on one more a few minutes later. But the Pride answer back as that shot from the point misses wide. And here's another potential 2-on-1. Here's Cox. He was denied on the breakaway earlier. Down the wing, takes a sharp angle try. Might have glanced off of Sorosi, goes wide, and now the Rams trying to push it back the other way, 2-on-2. That backhand try snagged by Markoulis. He's got it. 12:08 to go, period number 1. That attempt by DeAndrea. Face off down, one back by the Pride, chipped along, and here comes Cox. Into the zone, trying to send it across, ended up getting all through nearly towards the net. Then DeAndrea took it, chipped it along, and they might have an on-man rush. DeAndrea drag, shoots, and that blocker save made by Markoulis, and up and down we go. Cox, he'll go for the change, jumps it off for Yerkes, working one on basically 5 there. As the rest of his team was in the change, it comes free towards the front, chipped through the crease and out the other side. Now the puck pinned to the kick plate near side corner. Reed Facette digging at it. And he finally works it free, moves it towards the point, but the Pride also back to keep it in. Now Lena back in that same corner, around the boards. Goes to the point. Looked to be just kept in. The ref even waved it off, but deciding to bring that one back there was Chris Delpanina. Kept in. Sent back down by Robert Criscolo. Lena. Checked by Yerkes. Puck comes free, and the Rams have some room to move out. And they send it ahead. Wadika. And that one just offside. As unable to handle that one at the blue line was Donald Pace. So face-off will come just outside the Hofstra zone. 10:40 to go, period number 1. And spilling down there was one of the Rams. Couldn't quite tell who it was. Meanwhile, a chance here in and out of the glove of Sorosi and cleared into the netting. It was Ian Rabarich who stumbled down. Looked like it could have warranted a penalty. Refs let them play on, and it led to a chance for Hofstra. Trying to win it back, they do, but a bit of miscommunication there. And so here come the Rams again. Around the boards it goes. Back down. At the half wall. Got pass to the point, sent back down low. The near side corner, signing pass was just on the wrong side of cross. So Hofstra gets out. Farmingdale took it back on an errant pass. Deflected in by Facette. Or excuse me, that's Luke Lafada. And now Lafada tried to dig it out of the corner. Had some help from Cross. And now comes free towards the point and moved by Matt Casola. But the Rams stay on it, and we're going to have another penalty here against Hofstra. When I say another penalty, the first one that was going to be called was waved off for the second goal for Nick D'Alessandro. So this is the first official power play of the game. It will go to the Rams. Cross-checking call against Casola will set Farmingdale up with the game's first man advantage with 9.5 to go in period number 1. And there was one back towards D'Alessandro, but it hopped his stick and went out of the zone, so Farazi back on it. There's a quickly Jensen all the way across. Goes through everyone. And sent back out of the zone all the way down. So Farazi will have to retreat on it. He'll leave it for Dixon. Brendan Dixon up the ice. Team's the leader in goals with 9. Back to the point for Farazi. Return feed Dixon. Farazi. Down low. Touch pass by Jensen. Nobody home. Picked up by Pace. Walks the line. Drops it for Jensen. Now Farazi, center point. Down low in the skates of Lavoie. He sends it by for Jensen. For Dixon. Half wall. Center point again. Farazi takes the shot. Blocker the way. Lavoie. Farazi. Slides it through to Dixon. Tough angle shot. Missed the net. And goes out of play. 48 left on the power play. 8:21 remaining in the period. Face off to the left of the crease. As Farmingdale changes their power play unit. Puck free in the corner. Chipped out of the zone as Lena wasn't quite on the wall there. He'll backtrack and send it ahead. Chipped up the board, sent in by Lafada. Out of his net to play it. Markoulis keeps it away from Luke Lafada. Puck finds him now in the corner. Tries to drop it off. Defended nicely and backhanded towards the point by Del Panino, but couldn't get it out. Final 15 of the Rams power play. Lena, half wall. Fired across. Lavoie turning, stumbles down. Or rather, Nick D'Alessandro cutting back. Back to 5-on-5. To the point. Shot blocked. Could be a breakaway attempt here. But Lena hustling back as Hofstra wasn't able to get the pass ahead in time. And now trying to drive in there was a Ram. He got knocked off the puck. This one sent all the way down. And Farmingdale will try to send it back ahead, but miscommunication, it appears. It'll go for an icing. .05 to go in the first period. Nick D'Alessandro, goals 4 and 5 on the year for him. And for his brother Michael, that's his first. One that looked like may have been tipped by Nick, which could have been a very quick natural hat trick. Probably one of the quickest you'll see. But it's given to Michael. That was the first of the game. Nick got the latest 2. And then Von Aaron got Hofstra on the board. They'll send it back in, and the Pride will have to touch back up, giving Farmingdale some time to make some changes and regroup. That was a dangerous pass through the slot area, but it got out. Pace sends it along. Wanaka on the backhand, takes it around, tries to center it to no avail. Back for Merviak to the side of the net. It was a good look for Wanaka. Just kind of on his offside. He tried to get a stick on it, but didn't get all of it. Hofstra brings it in, sends it around. Von Aaron behind the net to the corner. He's checked by Michael D'Alessandro. Back to the point. Pride keep it in. Here's a chance. Shot blocked. That one in the slot. A rolling puck. Von Aaron got a good piece of it, but sent it wide. Kept in by Hofstra at least initially, and then cleared out by Pace. And then a turnover, near turnover, just inside the blue line. Well, Hofstra will have a chance to escape their zone here. Drop pass off. And sent ahead by Kelly. Well, into a sea of bodies, and it was taken back by Farmingdale. Chipped along. Now taken back, sent ahead. And Kelly was almost behind the defense. Pass a bit too slow, though. Dixon drag shoot save made by Markoulis. Dixon leads it off. Centering pass was blocked. Dixon another try along the ice. Stop. Centering pass gets through for Dixon. Winds it up, and I think it was blocked. Dean Rosa got a piece of it. Point blank. This one kicked back to the point. D'Alessandro shot on. Save made. Sent around the boards by Royce. Dixon Child. Kept alive. Shot off the outside of the net. Dixon leaves it behind. Poked along. Kept moving by Farmingdale. Dixon trying to knife his way through. He does. And tries to stuff it out in front. It's loose. Another attempt by Jensen didn't go. Now he has the puck, turns and shoots, and Markoulis has got it. A near fourth goal for the Rams by their two top point getters, Jensen and Dixon. But Markoulis stands tall there. Of course, Markoulis gained national recognition last season in a game that, let's just say, went a while, and he made a lot of saves. Ended up on the wrong side of it, though. But what an effort that was in the epic game towards the end of last season for Hofstra, where they fell just short. And so far trailing here in this one as well. Still just under 4 minutes to go, though, in period number one. And gets past Cox, kept in, good effort by Luke Ferrazzi. Sends it around the boards. McCardle on it, throws it back around. Ferrazzi delivering a check on Jake Rook. Puck came free. Moved for Cox. He's taken hard into the boards. Sidestepped most of it, actually, it appeared, from Ferrazzi. Pressure there in the form of Joseph Castellano. He took the puck away. Back to the point, and that one hopped the stick of Lena. He was caught leaning a little bit as he tried to pick it up. Manzi. That stretch pass just on the wrong side of Ferrazzi. No icing. And Farmingdale will make a change. Casola sends it ahead. But the second pass attempt was whipped on. Farmingdale has a chance to move it up. That pass just too far ahead of Lavoie. Chipped back off the ceiling. And so that will count as out of play, of course. And so the faceoff will come all the way back now, though, to the Hofstra end. That's not exactly what they were looking for with 2:34 to go. Puck down, one defensively by Hofstra. One of the Rams lost the stick there in the corner. He retrieves it. Back to the point, kept in. Lafava, he was knocked off the puck. Puck rolling towards the high slot, knocked away. And here comes a chance for Casola. Could be a 2-on-1. Von Aaron breaking again. Casola elects for the shot. Might have deflected along the ice, and it was stopped in cover. Casola playing in his 11th game tonight. Still looking for that first goal in the season. He's got 4 assists. Thought he might have had a chance there. This one off the defensive zone draw win around the boards. Kept moving by Farmingdale and Marco Malandrucolo. Now at the far side half wall. Von Aaron sidesteps his way through to the corner and then separated from the puck. Came back to the point, kept alive momentarily, comes out, and Hofstra has to touch up. They will. Solo will chase after it, sent ahead, could go down for an icing, will. With 89 seconds to go. Hofstra starting to generate a little bit more zone time as this period is played out, especially the last minute or two. Trying to grab a potentially momentum-shifting late period goal here as they trail by 2. Tie up initially at the draw, won eventually by Farmingdale. Cox keeps it moving though. Here's Yerkes on his backhand. Couldn't quite get the handle on it, it went wide. Clear just outside the zone, thrown back in. Farmingdale going to try to catch them though as they're coming back, but it's taken away. Here's Yerkes down the wing. Brendan Yerkes turning, throwing one towards the front, no one home on the other side. So we hit 1 minute to go. Markoulis moves it at the last moment. Kept going by Del Panino. Lena steps up, dumps it back in. Pass Del Panino, chance maybe for Farmingdale. Dixon was coming in late. Pass a bit too far ahead of him. Jensen, the turning shot, stick save, and the sprawling cover by Spiro Markoulis. 34 seconds to go. Face-off won by Hofstra. McCardle. Farmingdale not really pressuring here. They'll loft it out off the glove of Yerkes. And Farmingdale able to bring it back in. 15 seconds to go. Shot along the ice by D'Alessandro. Sticked away. That one thrown towards the front. Just by Jensen on the near side post. Final chance. They throw a backhander towards the front. A bit sneaky. Markoulis, though, able to snag it. 3.8. And just enough time for another shot, maybe 2 towards the net on a rebound for Farmingdale. Face off to the right of Markoulis. Dixon tries to go forward with it. Does. It's behind the net. He tries a bank shot. Didn't get through, and that will do it. For period number 1. A very active period number 1, specifically the first half, specifically the first few minutes. Farmingdale jumped out to a quick 3-0 lead. Hofstra responded not so long after, and that's where we stand after the first 20 minutes of play. We'll have an intermission. We'll be back with the second period in just a moment here for Men's Empire Conference Ice Hockey for AAU College Hockey here on LI Sports Network. And welcome back for period number 2 here of AAU Empire Collegiate Hockey Conference action. Hofstra Pride and Farmingdale State College Rams doing battle here tonight. It's the Rams on top 3-1 after 1 period of play. 20 minutes back on the boards. We get set for the second. It was a very interesting first period. It kind of slowed up towards the end, but very fast pace as far as the goals were. Michael D'Alessandro just 30 seconds into the game from Nick D'Alessandro, getting Farmingdale on the board. Nick D'Alessandro followed it up less than a minute later, and then about 2 minutes later, Noah Lavoie got the goal from Christopher DeAndrea. As we're underway in period number 2, James Van Aaron followed it up 3 minutes later from LISN's very own Brendan Yerkes for Hofstra to get them on the board. But here comes Brendan Dixon to start things off for Farmingdale. His pass went through the crease out the other side. After that, of course, the first half of the period filled with goals. The second half not so much, but even kind of the pacing slowed down a little bit more choppy, more whistles. This one will not be icing. Behind the net, taken away by Hofstra. Backhand attempt towards the net was blocked. And here comes Farmingdale back the other way. Dumped in by Michael D'Alessandro. Poked around the boards by Spiro Markoulis. And then it got to the point, but not out, so they'll try again. McCardle backhands one around. Pinching in was the forward Dixon, who was taking the defensive spot there. Now Lawrence Lena throws one behind. James Jensen swings it towards the side of the net. Return feed from Dixon. Tried to move it, picked off by Jordan Cox. Sends it ahead. Could be a rush here for Hofstra. They got to stay on sides. They do. Backhander towards the net. Picked off by Kevin Manzi. That one just crossed the blue line, the linesman says. So Hofstra will touch up. And here comes Dixon back the other way. Tried to cut towards the middle. Is knocked off his stick. Farazi tries to sweep it towards the front. Picked off by Hofstra. Going ahead through everybody, and the linesman will say it's deflected, no icing. Now Lena fighting his way to move the puck along. Gets it for Farazi in the slot, tried to drag through, lost it. Follow-up pass towards the net was blocked. Joseph Castellano, 88 in white to 89 on the other side. Luke Farazi turns on Von Aaron. Back to the point, Malandrukalo shot, looking for a redirection, goes wide. Casola gets out of his own, he gets taken down, we play on, and slides in offside unintentionally ahead of the puck. So face-off will come back into the neutral zone. And it's won by Hofstra. Yerk sweeps it to the blue line. Well, taken back by the Rams. And deflected into the zone by Castellano. He gets to it first. Behind the net, takes it around, throws one towards the front. And a good read and steal by Criscolo. Tries to send it ahead for Yerks. Couldn't quite get it through. Followed up by Del Panino. His pass towards the front. Wide open the slot was Kelly, but it was just out of his reach. Now the Rams trying for an on-man rush. Farmingdale closing back quickly. They took that away, and the rolling puck goes out of the zone. Lafada, that one just offside. As Castellano wasn't able to get back on time. And I don't think recognizing he was off there was number 21, Louis Saccone. So a face-off, and Hofstra wins it. Going back in their own end. Now trying to start back the other way. Yerks gets knocked to the ice, but he's able from his knees to get it out. Farmingdale just onside that time, and the shot deflects into the netting. Off the stick of Lavoie. It'll still be an offensive zone draw for Farmingdale. With a 3-1 lead, 16:27 to go, period number 2. That's a big defensive zone draw wing for the Pride around the boards, but kept in. Now back to the corner. We have another penalty upcoming. I believe it's going to go against the Pride. Once again, as I believe it was Lavoie was checked from behind into the boards. And indeed it is against Hofstra. And it's Nicoloizio will go off. And so a power play coming up once again for Farmingdale. Have to see the exact call. I believe it was kind of checking from behind, perhaps a cross check. Either way, should be a power play coming for the Rams. Some discussion going on, but now we're set. And the face-off, though, won by Jordan Cox, and he dumps it out. 2 minutes for cross-checking on the Loizio. Hofstra not making things easy in the offensive zone, or the defensive zone for the Rams. Playing aggressive here on the kill is Jordan Cox, as well as Nico Buglione, excuse me. But now Farmingdale has some space to get in for Ozzie in the corner. Pressured, sends it behind for James Jensen. Jensen moving towards the blue line for Dixon. Holds it in for Ozzie. Near side corner. Walking into a shot was Jensen. It was sticked away. Doesn't hit the ceiling. Lands in play and cleared all the way down. 1 minute to go on the power play. Jensen restarting. Brings it in. Cuts back. Pass all the way across. Good pass right in the tape, and it's deflected in. Couldn't tell if Jensen got a stick on it in front, but Farmingdale does go up 4-1. You see that? What a pass that was by Dixon all the way through that seam pass. Can't tell quite if that second one was a shot or a pass attempt to Jensen. Either way, it gets knocked in. 4-1 lead for the Rams. 15 minutes to go in period 2. Big goal as Hofstra started to maybe get a little bit of momentum throughout the game, slowly but surely after their first goal, keeping things close. And we went a while, of course, without a goal, but finally it's Lavoie from Dixon. Lavoie picked up that pass from Dixon, threw it towards the net. I couldn't tell for sure. I thought it may have went off the defender in front. Is another chance here. Sticked aside by Markoulis. Jensen was right there, but doesn't look like he got a piece. Now can Hofstra respond? Brian Aaron. Poked off the puck. Now a turnover here. Look out in front. Cosola driving in and a strong back check. That one was Saccone on the back check. Just getting his stick as he went to backhand it towards the net. Hofstra, strong shift here in the offensive zone. Shot blocked. Back to the point it goes and it'll come out. So a good shift following the goal they gave up. Had a chance or two to no avail. Game remains 4-1. Michael D'Alessandro got the scoring start. He throws it ahead. And look out here, poked by Wanaka to the corner. He gets it back to the point. defense was in a change. Lena picked it up out of his own. Tried to get to cross. It was touched on. Lena with Cox checking him. Took the puck away. Cox centering pass. Gets through. Shot along the ice. Save made by Sarosi. Dixon has his stick checked out of his hands. Looking for a call. Doesn't get it. He'll pick it up now as the puck goes for cross. Then he's pinned to the wall behind the net. I was able to skate away with it. Back to the point. Manzi drag, shoots, knocked down. Still alive in the crease. Swept towards the net. Good effort by Pace. But a stop made, and then another shot goes high and out of the zone. Lena turning things around. Up ahead. And looks to be an offside. It will be. As Cross couldn't quite handle it. And that threw everything off at the line as Malandrukalo just a step out of the play. So LaFada will take the draw for the Rams. And it was kind of tied up there initially. The Rams were able to get it in, but the Pride trying to take possession back. They'll at the very least get it out here. Malandrukalo tries to turn the offense back up, but it was taken away and cleared. Stumbling down was one of the Rams with the puck. He's able to get back up, throw the head. Sent back into the zone and cleared out for Cross. Cuts back. Now brings it in. Hits the trailer in the slot. Shot missed wide. That shot was taken by Michael Malandrukalo in the slot. High danger chance. Chipped out here. Could be a rush the other way. Marco Malandrukalo tries to drag through. Puck went a bit too far and poked off to the corner. McCardle sends it ahead. LaFada kept it in. Backhanded towards the blue line. Gets out. And the Rams take back possession. And they'll dump and chase. And change some players as well. Allowing Hofstra to have a relatively easy out. But Farmingdale intercepted and got it back in. Dixon in the corner. Behind. Dixon trying for the centering pass. Got towards the net. Ends up in the net. But the reason for the whistle prior to that was because the net was off its mooring. So the official will reset that. 10:44 to go. Period 2. Approaching the halfway point of the hockey game. 4-1 lead. Farmingdale. So they went up 3-0 in the first 4 minutes or so. Hofstra got one not long after, and they finally got on the board again, did the Rams, early on in the second on the power play. D'Alessandro to the point, returns to him, and drops it off. Kelly almost got his hands on the hands of the Ram there. That was Saccone, chipped out. Going all the way down and will go for an icing against Hofstra. So the face-off back to their end. Hofstra trying to claw back into this one, but Farmingdale starting to spend some more time in the offensive zone. Wasn't as up and down as the first period appeared to be at times. Hofstra trying to come back, get a big win before their next game. As they skate into the zone here. That one thrown off the outside of the net. Looked a bit dangerous there for a second. Cleared out. Could be a rush here for Farmingdale. Centering pass to Jensen in the slot. Trying to get around Van Aren. Couldn't. Taken away. And here's McCardle, the defender, up the ice for Van Aren. Poked off his stick by Manzi. Two players go down in the neutral zone. One for each team, allowing it to be brought in, and a nice centering feed there. Spinning pass Got through for D'Alessandro. His shot was denied. 2-on-2. Possible 3-on-2 if they hit the trailer for Hofstra. The puck fell off the stick of Van Aaron. 9 minutes to go, second period. In the corner. Sent towards the point. Solid pinch there, thrown towards the net. In and out of the glove of Sarosi. Behind Casola. Chips it around the defense. Back to the point. And fanning on the shot there was the defender. And Farmingdale will reset in their own end. Here comes Jensen down the wall. He got checked as he went to let that shot go. Behind the net, Jensen in the corner now. Separated from the puck. Helped by Dixon. Sharp angle try, goes over the net. Malandrukalo. Down low. Castellano tried to return it to him. There's a defender right on him. He was able to get it deeper, but now chipped out. Just past the stick of Buglione. Sent back in by the Rams. It'll be an icing call against them. Hofstra, their next game, at least on the AAU schedule the one I have access to online, was listed as February 1st, 8 p.m. versus Fordham. I'm not sure if they have about 2 to 3 months off, if that's officially the deal, but that was the one that I saw. Either way, that will eventually be a game that they play for Farmingdale. Their next game tomorrow night. 9:30 p.m. versus Newman University. Malandrukalo down the wall. Tough angle try. Goes all the way across. Shot along the ice. Was blocked. Turned over for Ozzy. In front. Chipped on goal. Save. The rebound was knocked in. Just squeaking the rebound through. Farmingdale extends their lead. It's 5-1. Ferrazzi centers it. Joseph Castellano able to chip it on goal, and he actually bats that second try out of the air as it was coming back down. What a play that was. And Hofstra will call a timeout. So another great goal. That connection, Castellano and Ferrazzi. We saw it a few games ago, the last time we covered Farmingdale. They connected on a few. They connect on one here to make it 5-1. And a much-needed timeout here for Hofstra, not to let this one get too out of control and try to settle themselves to try and mount a comeback. Still got 7:37 left in period number 2. As I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, these two teams met on the 4th of October. It was a 7-3 victory in that one for Farmingdale. Nick D'Alessandro had a goal in that one, has a goal in this one. Brendan Dixon, a goal and an assist. Michael D'Alessandro opened the scoring tonight. He has 3 assists, or had 3 assists rather, in that first game between these two. Van Aaron, the only goal tonight for Hofstra. He had 2 in that one. Matarazzo and Casola had an assist each. But we're set to go after the timeout. Castellano makes it 5-1. How will Hofstra respond? Probably not the start to the response they wanted. Icing face-off coming back. And so the face-off to the left of Spiro Markoulis. Puck goes behind. Back to the point. Shot deflects, goes wide. Lafada. Back for Saccone, down low. Turnaround shot, save made, rebound and open net. But DeAndre had to reach to settle the puck and flung it high. That could have been an early dagger of sorts for Farmingdale. Not out of the woods yet, though, are Hofstra. That shot blocked and rescued in the slot and cleared out by Dixon Child. Well, Farmingdale quickly back in. Lafada. Lavoie will drop it off and the feed to the point for Saccone. D'Alessandro, his shot towards the net, got blocked. Hofstra clears. Lavoie chips it along. In the corner, trying for the centering feed for DeAndrea, got blocked off behind. Lavoie behind, tries to send it ahead. Instead it was taken by Cox. He gave it right up. Bouncing puck towards the net. Stopped and covered by Markoulis. 6:10 remains in the second. For this Hofstra team coming into the game, Van Aren and Matarazzo are tied with 8 points apiece. Van Aren jumps Matarazzo by 1 with the goal assisted by Yerkes, who has the puck now. Tries to chip it ahead, but it was kept in. Lena towards the front. Centering pass. Tied up. There was Wadika. Now Manzi pinching in all the way behind the net. Plays it. Tries to move it. Picked off. And now sent ahead. Yerkes some room to skate. He'll chip it ahead on goal. Saversi stops it. Plays it. Bit dangerously. A turnover. A chance. Centering pass. A great look. Bit too hot of a pass there as Kinzer threw it all the way across. And Schnatter couldn't quite handle it and get the one-timer off. Joseph Schnatter that close to possibly his first goal on the year. He has the puck. Chips it ahead. Off Yerk. Stayed in the zone. Schnatter follows it up. Gets it out. Manzi. 5 minutes to go. Second period. Can Hofstra build some momentum here? Get a goal or two heading into the final frame. They only had 1 goal in the first, but they had a few great chances, a few on-man rushes. Their only goal did come on a 2-on-1. They had a breakaway that was stopped. Farmingdale another chance, kicked out towards the slot, and that shot, the follow-up just missing from Wadika. Melendrukalo at the point. Looking over his options, throws one towards the net. Through some contact. Markoulis makes the stop. Another face-off in the Hofstra end. What I was going to say before was they had their chances in the first. The second, as it's gone on, has seemed to be almost dominated more and more by Farmingdale. They have 2 goals to show for it this period. Here comes Hofstra. Matarazzo down the right side. Centers it on the wrong side of Casola. And Farmingdale back the other way. Trying down the wing, dragging in front. D'Alessandro couldn't tuck it around Markoulis, who made the stop with the left pad. Here's a possible 2-on-1. Casola driving Van Aren across for him, and he couldn't quite handle it. Farmingdale trying to get out. Picked off, though, by Van Aren. Heads back to the corner. Pressured, though, by 2 Rams. Gets it out. Jensen trying to poke it through. He does. James Jensen, the tuck, and the goal! What a goal by James Jensen to make it 6-1. See that one on last night's best Forget last night's best, maybe Sports Center top 10 as he's able to one-hand poke that through the defender, pick it up on the other side. Forehand, backhand, one-hand tuck. And what an effort to extend the Farmingdale lead late in the second. Jensen with his 19th point of the season. Just over 3 minutes to go in the second. Turned over. Cox a chance. Short side. Denied. Tries to center in front. Does. And that shot just missed. Coming off the stick of Rook. Behind the net. Centering feed. Another strong shift by Hofstra here after giving up a goal. And they're going to need a goal. Well, eventually the Rams get it out here, and they're right back in. Cross. Left it. Malindrukalo. Around the net. Cross trying to get free. The pass got through for him. He tried to drag it around the defender and lost it. Picks it up, though, on the other side. D'Alessandro shot blocked by Cox. Malindrukalo to the net. Get off a skate. And out to the slot, where it's cleared out by Rook. He backhands one along. A nice feed there. Dumped in by Hofstra. They'll go to chase it. Farmingdale trying to escape their zone again. They will. 2-on-2. D'Alessandro with Malindrukalo. Nick D'Alessandro drops it. Or rather, that's Michael. Hofstra picked it off. Eventually they cleared. Could have been an icing. Yerkes beats it out and tried to center that. There was no one even in the zone as the rest of his teammates were making the change. Still almost banked on goal there. This one thrown towards the front. Knocked away. Dixon Child sends it ahead. Cleared out. This one will go for an icing against Hofstra with 1:27 to go in the period. Another zone in their own end for the Pride. Get the feeling that they need a goal or two really quickly here at the end of the period to give themselves a chance. They backhand this one out of the zone. All the way down, another icing. Face off to the left. Puck down, Ferrazzi drops it. Lena's initial shot blocked by Yerkes. Gets the puck back, dumps it in. Ferrazzi leaves it. Puck in the skates of a couple of players. It's finally moved. 1 minute to go here in the second. 6-1 lead for Farmingdale. Dixon Child tried to clear the head for Yerkes. Lena stopped it at the line. No one could find it initially, and Hofstra will clear the zone. Look how Lawrence Lena got decked by the ref as the centering pass gets through one, but another shot save made, rebound over the top. Initial shot taken by Daniel McCardle. He dumps it in. Final half minute of play in period number 2. Manzi spinning for Lena. Back for Manzi. Here comes Farmingdale, trying to get one more here before the end of the period, possibly. Moved up the icing. Hofstra with 3 seconds, trying for one more long-range shot. They'll elect for the dump, and that will do it for period number 2. That one a lot more one-sided on both the score sheet and overall play. 3-0 Farmingdale after 1, and they leave it with 3 more, extending their lead to 6-1, including that last highlight reel goal from James Jensen. They'll try to close things out in the final 20 minutes of play here on Men's AAU Empire Conference Ice Hockey on LI Sports Network. Welcome back for the start of the third period for men's AAU Empire Conference ice hockey. Farmingdale State College, the Rams leading the Hofstra Pride 6-1 after 2. 3-1 after 1. 3 quick goals in the first few minutes by Farmingdale in this game. Hofstra responded not too long after. And we were silent the rest of the way the first. We were pretty quiet the first few minutes of the second, and then really the Farmingdale power play really changed the whole complexion of that game, as it was only a 2-goal game. Noah Lavoie got the power play goal to make it 4-1, and Farmingdale hasn't looked back since. They added 2 more and lead 6-1, so the third period's underway. Brady Campbell with you here tonight, as that's only pass blocked off. With you from Iceworks here in Syosset, New York. A chance for Hofstra, and it ends up in the net. It was a pass attempt, the cross crease. It looked like it got blocked. We'll see a replay, and it ends up fooling Sorosi and finds its way to the back of the net to make it 6-2. That was close to being offside to begin with. And that second pass going across to Van Aaron. It's off that defender there in front, as you saw, and ends up squeaking through. So a 6-2 lead now for Farmingdale. Here in the opening minute, Hofstra trying to add on. And a strong defensive play made. So Hofstra maybe got a little lucky on that last goal, but sometimes you need luck on your side. They certainly do here in the third. Still trailing by 4. As this one comes out of his own, and Michael D'Alessandro retreats on it. Sends it up ahead. Chance for Farmingdale. Ferrazzi shot. Blocker save made by number 33. That's James John Pacone, JJ Pacone. We'll finish this one out, it appears, after Spiro Markoulis allowed 6 goals through the first 2 periods. That shot into the glove of Pacone. He's got it. 2 quick saves to start off his night here in period number 3. So it's Matt Casola for Matthew Matarazzo. Casola's pass attempt to Van Aaron, who looked like might have a chance at his second of the game, never got through, and instead it ends up in the back of the net. Either way, they'll take it. So Casola on the board tonight. Also evens things back up amongst the point standings, as here's a chance in front for Lavoie looking for a second, and he was denied. Stick up high. We do have a penalty coming up against Farmingdale. See who it's against. Nico Buglione moving up the ice, called a stick up high from Lavoie. High sticking penalty, and Hofstra now with an opportunity to make things a bit interesting with their first power play of the game. .7:55 to go. Still some time here, but they are down 4, so it is imperative that they find the back of the net on the power play. As Jordan Cox dealing with the ref. Able to dig it free, send it back to the corner. 2 players lock up there. Puck still available. Sent behind, Van Aaron. Back from McCardle. Dragging at the blue line, tried to touch it along. It was left there and knocked out of the zone by Marco Malandrucolo. Dumped in, and around the boards it goes. James Van Aaron. That one towards the net. Hit a Pride in front, and that shot was swung wide. Cleared out by the Rams. Could be a rush for Malandrukalo. Goes too far ahead of him. Pacone tried to play it, and he whiffed on it. It was thrown towards the front, hit a body, left there, and the rebound denied by Pacone. Off the stick of Verbaric. Chance here for Hofstra. Bouncing puck in the slot. Taken by Cox. Drag shoots. Just missed that top corner. Cox holds it in. 37 left on the man advantage. That one slid on net along the ice. And the right pad stop made by Sarosi. Skating this one out. Final 20 of the kill. Sending it around Verbaric. And he's taken hard into the boards well after he left the puck behind. The ref standing right there, kind of just staring down both players. Here's Rook. Final seconds of the power play ticking. Back to the point. Shot missed the net. No one on the other side. It'll come out of his own. And so Farmingdale, 1 for 1 on the kill tonight. That was a big missed opportunity for Hofstra. Spinning pass goes wide of the net. Cox picks it up, sends it out. Misses target though, and Michael D'Alessandro dumps it in. Comes back to the blue line, just crosses, and now Merviak. Across, delayed offside, and it will be blown dead now as Pace entered the zone without realizing the offside was in effect. 15-18 to go here in the third. Tie up on the draw. Yerkes trying to dig it free. He does. And Rosa down the left wing. Left it behind. Kept the line thrown towards the net. It's blocked down. Cleared out. Could be a 2-on-1 here for Farmingdale. Pace slides it across. Had to make it a saucer pass, and therefore Cross couldn't quite come down with it. Turned over. Pace in the slot. Tries to drag through. Couldn't. Kicked out. Merviak. Left point. Shot blocked. Right there on the crease. Save made. Batted back on goal. And what a save on the rebound by Pacone. We already saw Farmingdale have one goal where they knocked it out of midair. Another chance here. Merviak, the shot kind of got blocked, but it ends up on the stick of Cross. Batted back towards the front. But Pacone able to read and react there to deny Pace. Neil, that one towards the front of the net, and it goes in 5-hole. 7-2 now as the Rams extend their lead. Right off the face-off here. They just win it forward. Trying to get over there was the goaltender Pacone, and it allowed the legs to open. And I believe there's Nick D'Alessandro who slid it home. Merviak towards the net. Knocked down. Dixon, backhander just missed. And it was D'Alessandro, picks up in the slot again, dishes it off in the skates of Dixon. Dixon turning towards the front. Couldn't get through to Jensen. Merviak takes a shot. That hit a defender up high. Dixon in front on the backhand, missed. Jensen trying to bank it in. Never got a shot through. And cleared out by Hofstra. Could be an icing. It won't be. Brendan Yerkes with the hustle. Merviak, though, as Yerkes was double teamed, ends up with the puck, and now Jensen after the long breakout pass. Just inside the blue line, looking for help. Doesn't come until too late. Cleared out of the zone and sent back in. Two players go down. This will be an icing. And we have a scrum there in front of the Hofstra bench. That's Yerkes and Dixon. And the linesmen, the officials come in to finally separate them. Ref saying something. We'll see if any penalties come of it. Looks like there will be. Dixon headed to the box. My apologies, that was not Yerkes. 23 was out there, but that was number 27. That was Dylan Kinzer. Get the calls here in just a moment. As both of them go to the box. And the refs are discussing something now. Kinzer's being shown the gate here. Looks like his night's done. So he heads towards the locker room. Meanwhile, no one is in the Farmingdale box, and I must have missed it because it appears as though the same has happened to Dixon as he slams the door. And it looks like his night's done as well. 13:34 to go, 7-2 Farmingdale. Trying to improve to 2-2 on the year. After all that, face off just outside the Hofstra zone. And dump back in. This one will come just outside the zone. Sent ahead, could be a breakaway. Van Aaron closed off quickly. Still got a shot away and went bar out. He beats Sarosi, not the crossbar. Farazi. Facette. Down the wall. Turning. He's taking off the puck. Here comes Hofstra. Maybe some numbers. Just offside though. And there's Casola. He takes a shoulder. Now gives a shove to Kevin Manzi. And the refs and the linesmen quickly come in to separate them. Farmingdale has a 6-game win streak going that actually started with their 7-3 victory over the Pride back on October 4th. Concluded last Saturday, the 26th, in the tie against Rowan University. So still haven't lost in a little bit though here. And it looks, all things considered, like they'll get back officially in the win column as things starting to get a little chippy here now. Hofstra appears to be a bit frustrated, and Farmingdale responding to that as well. Kept in the zone, and now Jake Rook swings it around the boards. Cox trying to dig it free, he couldn't. Comes back for Rook, swings it back down. Dumped out of the zone, rolling puck, could be a breakaway for Farazi. Picone got to it first though. Tried to send it ahead, it deflected off Farazi's stick, but he had help coming on the back check to move it ahead. And once again, another breakout pass that was off target, and Farmingdale takes back possession their own end. Going towards the net, bouncing puck, missed a few sticks but got through. Stopped by Sarosi. Farazi up the ice, trying to send LaFana in. Hopped his stick, still went on goal. And Picone will cover. 11:32 remains. Face-off one for Lavoie, trying to drive towards the crease. Lost the puck, it slid on net and covered again. This was a game that Farmingdale has led pretty much from the opening puck drop, as here could be a chance for Brendan Yerkes down the left wing. Takes the shot into the belly of Jack Sarosi. He covers. Only took 30 seconds for the Rams to get on the board. And not very long after, they got a second goal. Let's see if they come 2-on-1 again. A shot into the glove. So we're seeing some stellar goaltending here, despite the score, especially in the third period. Picone has come in, made some great stops. A few highlight reel ones there in the early minutes as well. Face-off one by the Rams again. Merviak, shot. Missed a deflection, got through, save made. Farmingdale able to dig it free. That shot smothered again by Picone. And DeAndrea was stopped. It was 48 seconds between Farmingdale's first two goals. Got a third one a minute later. Hofstra down on the board. Well, it looked like we had a hockey game there for a little while, but the pace slowed down as it was kind of up and down throughout the first few minutes when all those goals were happening. As Wadika almost had a tap-in attempt there. And comes back to the point, thrown to the corner. 10.5 to play. And that one looked to be a pass across. It deflected on goal. Pad save made. And the pace kind of remained slow-ish to start the second. But Farmingdale got a power play goal. Another try there into the glove. The left hand of Picone has been very busy in this third period. Be another face-off to his left. Between Van Aaron and Marco Malandrucolo. And Malandrucolo won it back. A backhand shot missed. And now Van Aaron sends it ahead for Casola. Down the left wing. Tried to leave it behind. Puck didn't get through. Hofstra though, towards the front. Stick save. Van Aaron, near side half wall. Tries to throw it to the net. Got blocked. Got a backhander through. Save made. Rebound. We get the whistle. We get the no-goal signal. Because it was stuffed on net from a tough angle and looked like it got stuck kind of right on the side of the net, and Sorosi was pinning it, so well, for a second you could have banked in there, but Sorosi holding strong on his post. Face-off one back. Van Aaron using the face-off man as a screen. Got a shot through, but there's off the blocker. That clearing attempt hits the ceiling. Out of play. Face-off will stay in the Rams' end. So past the halfway point of period number 3. For all intents and purposes, it appears as though Farmingdale will improve to 7-2-2. Unless Hofstra can bury one here, and a good save made on a point-blank attempt from Casola. Denial made by Sorosi in tight. Face-off one this time by Farmingdale. Couldn't get it out of the zone there. Second attempt looks like they will. Skated out and now dropped off and in. Almost a 9-man rush there in tight. So it's taken away. Here comes Casola. 3-on-3. Casola tries to drop it off to Van Aaron. Hit a skate. Goes behind. Van Aaron picks it up. He lost it though. Picks it back up on the other side. Threw it towards the slot. But this time cleared out of the zone. Casola going after D'Alessandro there inside the zone. Meanwhile, his teammates waiting for him to tag up. And the refs didn't appear like they wanted to blow the whistles. Finally get that sorted out, and it's dumped in for an icing against the Rams. looking like the loss will drop Hofstra to 1-9-1 on the season. That one just came offside, it appeared. The linesman agreed. Didn't end up mattering as Farmingdale exited the zone. Sent back in. Cox will turn back. And cleared out. And all the way down. We'll go for an icing against Hofstra. So another face-off this period will be on that far circle. That face-off dot has been very busy tonight, especially in this third period. Merviak pinches on the near side to keep it in. Now steps through in the corner, the defenseman towards the front of the net off his skate and goes to the far side corner. Reed Facette turns, throws it behind. Off a stick bent towards the front, cleared out. Sent ahead, Rook couldn't play it. Farazi takes it, ahead for Facette. Facette down the left wing. Tries to turn back, got knocked to the ice by Jordan Cox. Sent around the boards, Castellano to the point. Shot deflects, goes over the net. Thrown back behind. And moving this one's Rosa. Rook sidesteps Merviak. Picks up on the other side, makes another nice move, but the puck just rolled a bit too far. Right in front of the Farmingdale bench, they're making a change. As Rook stumbled down there. Now he'll go to the bench, and here's Farazi. Still a loose stick there on that far corner. Farazi centering feed as he wrapped around the net and threw that out in front. No one was there. Taken back by Farmingdale. Players going to the net. This one whiffed on, and Yerkes throwing a body there at the half wall. Puck against the kick plate. Came free, and Yerkes pokes it out. He's harassed down the ice by Lena. Sent out of his own, and here's Castellano. Turning, gets the blue line, bounces one in on goal, and it's covered by Picone. 6:18 to go. Period number 3. Hofstra, technically a D3 club, but plays many D2 opponents as well, including these Rams here. And put up a valiant effort. Had some momentum going late in that first period. But unable to beat Jack Sarosi in his first start of the season, and the Rams were able to find the back of the net to extend their lead in the second as the ref caught up in a scrum along the boards. Could be a chance here. Van Aaron, just on the wrong side of Casola. He got spun around. And the Rams try to clear it. A bit of a soft play by LaFava. It's kept in. Big check by Casola. Pass in front, no one there. Kept in by Hofstra, though. Van Aaron cuts back. Physical shift here by both squads. Jumped out of the zone. Could have been a breakaway. It won't be, but it won't be icing either as Lavoie gets there first. Tries to step through, could not. Coming back, DeAndrea. Takes the shot, blocked. Trying to step into a bouncing puck with Saccone. He couldn't. It's sent ahead. And trying to step through there was Matarazzo. He couldn't. Wadika for DeAndrea into the zone. Final 5 minutes of play. DeAndrea across. Good play made by D'Alessandro. Sweeps one to the net. Went wide. DeAndrea throws it behind. Another big check delivered there in the corner. Hofstra emerges, but couldn't get it out again. Saccone made the play. Turning shot by Wadika goes high. It delivered there. Very physical third period, if nothing else. I've seen a goal apiece as well. Wadika lost the puck. He's helped out. Wadika trying for the centering pass, and the shot got through. But it was stopped low there and covered. That was the transfer from Ian Rabaric. 4:16 remains. And this time a face-off on the near side. Goes towards the front again, and it's covered. Rabaric spills down in front of the net there. A lot of players hitting the deck in the third. This one backhanded to the point, kept in by Merviak. His shot hit his stick, went wide. Thrown behind the net, including Kinzer and Dixon with the physicality. Both got tossed from this one earlier on this period. As Hofstra will escape the zone, dump it down, wrong side of center, but no icing, as it slowed up enough. Around the boards, kept moving, thrown into the corner. Out of the zone it goes. Cox tries to keep it moving. Instead, it's Donald Pace. Pace into the attacking zone. He's looking for Rabaric. It was taken away and now cleared out. Manzi. Little retreat. Merviak taps it ahead. Pass on the wrong side of one of the Rams there. Dump back in. Turnover just inside the blue line, but Hofstra gets away with it. Could be a 2-on-1. Cox down the wall, sends it across, and the pass was just a little bit off to Camden Kelly, the righty. It's in his skates. Now Kelly pokes it back behind. Manzi on it. Manzi navigating his way through center. The defenseman drops it for Wadika's in his skates, picked up by Pace, and he returns it back to Manzi, who taps it in. With 2:39 to go, makes it an 8-2 game. Good little play there by the Rams. Manzi in, bit of a give and go. He actually dropped it for Wadika, who wasn't quite ready for his skates, but Pace picks it up. Manzi stops in front of the net and gets the tap in. Making an 8-2 game. It's Farmingdale pushing 10 goals here. Running out of time to do that. That's not their goal. They just want to lock down the win. But at the Old Islanders practice arena, putting up numbers rivaling double chili night. As this one cleared to the blue line, but not out. Comes to the slot, rescued by Andrew Amante. He'll skate it to the red line, checked into the board, stumps it in. Kelly pokes it further. Here comes Cross. Feeds it ahead. D'Alessandro with speed. Stick got lifted at the last moment, and he's getting harassed into the corner there. Both players hitting each other a bit up high, and we get some whistles, and it looks like some penalties coming of it. 1:49 to go. And we'll see if they get sent to the box or if their night is, well, their night's over either way, I suppose. It's Nick D'Alessandro for Farmingdale. And that would be Daniel McCardle for Hofstra. And I believe the official just said we'll get some 4-on-4 hockey. And it looks like we will. D'Alessandro gets 2 for slashing. And we'll See if anything comes of the 4-on-4. That shot goes wide. And it looks like McCardle will get 2 for roughing. Farmingdale content here to just run the clock down from behind the net. Hofstra almost appearing content to let them do so, but finally chased out by Gage Garris. Now driving towards the net, Malandrukalo peels off. Floats one to the net, glove down behind the back from Rabaric there. Couldn't pick it up on the other side. Goes all the way down. Sorosi plays it in what is 1 minute from his first victory of the season and his first start. 8-2 the score, at least currently, as that one floated towards the net and things getting a bit more chippy. Finally, the whistles blow. 59 seconds left on the penalties. That doesn't really matter. 47.4 remaining in the game. That would be Louis Saccone for Farmingdale. So he was still able to get that shot off somehow, and he'll be taken off the ice. That's Matthew Matarazzo, or excuse me, rather Robert Criscuolo for Hofstra, and he'll be shown the door as well. So he was still able to get the shot off, was Saccone there, but taken down to the ice, and neither player allowed the other to really get back up. And still a lot of talking going on. A lot of diplomacy there as the pushing and shoving appears to have stopped, and we finally will get a face-off to the left of J.J. Picone in the final minute. As a hit delivered there. Physicality not subsiding. Merviak's shot goes wide. Marco Malandrukalo rolls one to the front, takes a hit. Covered by Picone, 31.6 to go, and those players will skate away from each other as the linesman came to intercept them, and the ref not happy with Dean Rosa, who gave that hit to Malandrukalo, and another player being sent off the ice as the bench is being shortened up a little bit on either side, starting to turn into fight night. So we're not too far from the Nassau Coliseum. But I think both teams kind of just want this game to end at this point. See if we could get through the final 31.6. It'll be a 4-on-3 for Farmingdale. Face-off, though, won by Hofstra, and that's Matarazzo. Saccone also got unsportsmanlike on his penalty earlier. Dumped out by Hofstra. Farmingdale will skate it back behind the net. Final 10 seconds. Skated ahead. And turning back is Rabaric as the final seconds tick off, and that will do it. In his first start, Jack Sorosi, number 35, picks up an 8-2 victory as Farmingdale gets a big win tonight. After their 6-game win streak ended with a tie last Saturday, back in the win column over the Hofstra Pride, 8-2. As they improve to 7-2-2 on the season, Hofstra dropping to 1-9-1. This game had all of it. It had the scoring, more so from the Farmingdale side. It did have some big saves at some points, and the physicality, specifically more so when the game appeared to be realistically over. But in the end, Farmingdale comes out with the 8-2 victory. That penalty against Rosa there at the end was 2 months for roughing. A few players didn't finish the game on their benches, finished them in the locker rooms. But in the end, Farmingdale, the 8-2 victory, and they emerge victorious here tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in for tonight's men's AAU Empire Conference ice hockey action. For Wally Mitchell and everyone here at LI Sports Network, I'm Brady Campbell. Thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, the final score, the Farmingdale State College Rams 8, the Hofstra University Pride 2. You've been tuned in to LI Sports Network. Have a good night, folks.